Happy Valentine's Day, you guys. Of course, today is February 14th, 2023, and today is day 13. I want to show you guys my little bear. Isn't he so cute? And I don't know if you guys can read down his foot, but it says love. You guys, I think it's important to remember to love yourself. Often at times we're so busy doing things for other people. Just don't forget about yourselves, okay? So you guys, I brought him about 2 weeks ago. I saw him and I couldn't resist, and I thought, I don't think I've ever bought anything for myself for Valentine's Day. And I thought that would be kind of special, and I couldn't pass him up. So I'm gonna go lay him down over there, and I'm gonna show you guys something that I learned really quick before we get started. Okay, so these are Avia. A-V is in Victor, I-A, workout pants from Walmart. And as you know, these are my new pair that I said that I'm going to try and shrink by washing them in hot water because they roll down at the top. Now, the thing is I thought, well, what if I shrink them too much? And like I said, what if they still roll down? So I don't know if this is going to help, but you guys, I was getting ready to put them away this morning. And I noticed why I have them backwards here. Okay, so on the waistline, you can see it's the same color as the pants, but I think because it has a pattern, it was more noticeable. I think you guys probably already saw it. This string, I did not know that that was there. And it was actually flat. Okay, so it wasn't something that you could see until you looked at that part, and I just so happened to catch a glimpse of it. So I got to thinking, is that on all of their workout pants? Nah. So I took out a pair, and I've had these for maybe, I would say 3, maybe 4 years, and they're the same brand. So I thought, I'm gonna look and see, is that there? And on these, you can see the inside, the waistband is the same color as the majority of the pants, it's black. Okay, so I think it just wasn't that noticeable because the string is black also, but look, you guys. Yeah, so if you buy, like I said, Avia from Walmart, and the pants are made out of this material, possibly even more of that like sweater material, yeah, you guys can adjust the pants. So even if I can't shrink them, I'm gonna try to tie this string and see if they don't shrink. So I'm gonna go put this over here, but I just want to show you guys that. All right, so let's get started. And as you notice, I'm still bumping into this thing. I actually moved it out of the way the other day, and apparently I moved it right in my way. And I think my phone's a little further back than it normally is. Okay, so as I always say, not a surprise that it's doing that, right? Hopefully it stops within a couple of minutes. You would think the oil would have helped, and I think it made it worse, you guys. Before I go ahead and start reading off for today, as you know, we are starting with favorite movies with Idris Elba in them today. And I don't know if that's going to go into tomorrow. We'll see, because he has a lot of movies, you guys. It was really overwhelming to look at. My shirt says, all we need is love. And that is just my message for today. Like I said, don't forget about yourself. It's okay to do things for yourself. And especially if you do a lot for other people. Okay, I think it's important for us to take care of ourselves just as much as we take care of everyone else. Okay, so we're going to start with American Gangster. Now, I know I mentioned the movie the other day for one of the Denzel days, but I didn't remember that Idris was in this movie. Now, out of all fairness, I've only seen the movie one time. Okay, so I already told you guys I think it was yesterday or the day before, that it was released in 2007. So, yeah. Idris is in the movie. I was like, oops. Okay, so I think I'm going to go down past it because I already said pretty much what's up here in the top paragraph here. Nice, you guys, it's quieting out. And we'll get started with the second paragraph. So let me look, make sure I didn't miss anything in the first one. Actually, first, let me go back and let me take that back for a second. Okay, yeah, so I got everything in the first paragraph, so let's go ahead and go on to the next part. So like I said, let's start with American Gangster. Idris played a character named Tango. Tango was a dealer with Frank Lucas, which as we know, was played by Denzel. Richie Roberts, played by Russell Crowe. How did I miss that, right? Huey Lucas, that was played by an actor, and his name, I can't pronounce it. Okay, he has a very unique name, but you guys probably know who I'm talking about. So, I think I mentioned that they are in New York, but I don't think that I mentioned that they are in Harlem specifically. Tango got into a heated argument with Frank. Frank unexpectedly kills Tango, you guys, before he returns to a family meeting across the street in front of everyone. Frank wanted to send a message to everyone that was watching that he was not to be messed with and that he was serious about building his empire. This happened early on in the movie. Okay, so considering, like I said, that I've only seen it once and it was so long ago, I probably just forgot. Sadly to say, Idris' character Tango was gone. If I remember correctly, this movie was based off of real gangsters. Like I said a couple days ago, if you want to know more about this movie, then rent it and watch it. It is a good movie. If you want to know more about the people that they were playing and their history, you can find some of the information on the internet. Now, what part of it is true and which part of it isn't, I don't know. Okay, so today I stapled pages. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I know there's a second page right here. Yeah, it's not that thick. Okay, so in the past couple of days, I've talked about some of my favorite superheroes. I didn't remember that Idris was in the Avengers. How did I forget, you guys? Okay, so until I looked up movies that he played in, yesterday, after doing some research, I remember my reaction when I saw Idris in the Avengers, Infinity War. I remember we were sitting there and Idris came up on the screen and I said, ooh, Idris is in this movie too? They have everybody in this movie. My husband smiled and nodded his head. I told him, I didn't know that Idris was in this movie. And he said, I know. I was waiting to see your reaction. So I thought that was kind of neat that, you know, he took on that role. It was just something unique. So, who did Idris play in The Avengers, Infinity War, that was released in 2018? Idris played Heimdall. Heimdall is the all-seeing and all-hearing Asgardian. He possesses the power of dark magic. It allows him to channel esoteric energy that is hidden but meant to be found to summon the Bifrost and transport others across the universe. The Bifrost is a burning rainbow bridge that reaches between Midgard, Earth, and Asgard, the realm of the gods. He used the Bifrost to teleport Hulk to the Earth when confronted by Thanos and the Black Order so that Hulk could warn Earth due to the Rainbow Bridge being destroyed. I came across some interesting information that I did not know. I saw that Idris is in 3 of the Thor movies. He is in Thor that came out in 2011, Thor the Dark World that came out in 2013, Thor Ragnarok. In both ways, I think that was wrong. I tried. That came out in 2017, and he is in a post-credits scene in Thor Love and Thunder. So I got to thinking, why is he in almost all of the Thor movies? How are they tied together? So I typed in a question similar to that and found out that Heimdall is one of Thor's half-brothers. Now, no, I didn't know that because I've only seen, I think, 2 of the 3, no, 4, I think 4 movies. Okay, so, no, I didn't know that at all until I looked it up. So I thought, oh wow, that is so cool. I did not know that. I'm not sure if they revealed this in the movies or if they are saying that they are great friends. I found this information online. Hopefully I did not just do a spoiler alert for an upcoming movie or movies. Okay, so this might not be something that they actually put out there and they might have decided to go ahead and add it in. And I believe, I don't know if there are some books, but maybe in the books they tell it and on the screen they have it. Okay, so I don't know whether or not, like I said, they plan on telling it, but I just kind of did, right? So sometime within the next 2 weeks, I'll add Chris Hemsworth. But first, I have to get through my favorite movies and TV shows with Idris, like I said yesterday, and Queen Latifah. I've decided to make a list so that I don't forget. Of course, when I get to Chris Hemsworth, I'll go more into depth about the Thor movies. I haven't found any information as to what Heimdall does in the Avengers Age of the Ultron that was released in 2015. I'll have to watch the movie again to find out. I searched for about an hour, but decided to move on into the next movie, The Dark Tower. Because, yes, yesterday, word was freezing again, just not as bad. So I put out like the cookies and stuff like that, and it worked a little bit better. But even this morning, I think it probably would have done that if I didn't just go in there to just solely print out this paper. I didn't know if I was going to have access to it yesterday. I didn't want to print. So that's the first thing I did this morning when I opened it. And then I closed it and I said I'm not going to worry about the fact that it's not working. I don't know how to fix it. Okay, so the next movie, I called it The Gunslinger in a couple of my videos, but it's actually called The Dark Tower. And I think after that it says The Gunslinger. It's rated PG-13. It's listed as a fantasy. It was released in 2017 and is 1 hour and 35 minutes long. And well, I was going to say, like with the Avengers, I don't see why it's not listed as a fantasy or an action/fantasy movie, but now that I think about it, I can see the difference. Okay, so the movie starts off with Jake Chambers, played by Tom Taylor, having dreams about a man in black who wants to destroy the Dark Tower, which will bring destruction to the universe. The man in black is Walter Odom, played by Matthew McConaughey. Yes, I'm adding him to the list. I love his acting. I love his accent. I've heard he's really nice and just laid back. What you see like in the interviews on TV, that's him. That's his personality. So I thought, wow, how charming, right? So it's always unique to find out how close the actor is to what you see on the screen. Most of the time he plays, a good guy, just laid back. And so that was nice to find out that he really is like that. Well, so I've heard. Okay, so in his dreams, Jake also sees Roland Chain. I'm going to say Chain because it's spelled like chain. It might be Chen. Played by Idris, the last gunslinger. Jake knows that there is another world out there, but the only proof he has are his drawings. Roland is sealed in an eternal battle with the man in black. He must stop the man in black from collapsing to save the Dark Tower because it is the key that holds the universe together. The fate of the worlds are in Roland's hands as the two men fight an all-out battle between good and evil. What happens if the Dark Tower is destroyed? Do Jake and Roland ever meet? If so, can Jake help, or does Roland have to fight this battle on his own? Will he win, or does the man in black succeed? If you want to know more, watch The Dark Tower, The Gunslinger. So, I already talked a little bit about this movie and the things that I like about it, but I'll go back over them again. I like the mystery of it all, the teleporting between the worlds, and the magic in the movie. I am also a big fan of Matthew McConaughey. I already mentioned that. This is an interesting role to see him play because he's a good guy. Like I said a little earlier. And I also stated that I love accents. So I love both of theirs, Idris and Matthew's. They have, just a unique accent. I love it. I also like the creativity of fantasy movies. Sometimes they're all rainbows and pretty meadows, but sometimes there is a darkness within the fantasy world, and good must triumph over evil. And of course, I'm always rooting for the good side. I like the scenes of the different worlds, and even though they are eerie, I like Jake's drawings. They show how the worlds would look if they are destroyed, more so than what they already are. If you watch the movie and see some of the different places that they teleport to, you'll see that they are already bad enough without any further destruction. It's an interesting movie to see. Okay, so let's check our minutes. And we are at 12 minutes, 36 seconds, 0.82 in distance, I don't say calories, that's distance, and 58.2 calories. And then we'll do a quick pulse reading. And I don't know if this is going to stay folded, but we'll see. Let's see if it stays long enough. Okay. Looks like it's evening out at, oh, no, changed again. 99. We'll call it 99. Okay, so the next movie on the list is The Suicide Squad. It was released in 2021. It is rated R. It's listed as an action movie and is 2 hours and 12 minutes long. All right, the plot. The government sent a group of the most dangerous supervillains in the worlds actually. Bloodsport, played by Idris Elba. Peacemaker, played by John Cena. King Shark, played by Sylvester Stallone. Harley Quinn, played by Margot Robbie. Blackguard, played by Pete Davidson, and others, to a remote island named Puerto Maltese that is full of enemies. The mission is run by Amanda Waller, an expert strategist played by Viola Davis. Again, she was in a movie that I've seen at least once. I don't know. I think it's because they're so far back, and I mean, you guys were already in 2023, right? So, yeah. I saw her in the trailer, and I was like, are you kidding me? Okay, so I think that since I'm going to have this walk and talk for quite some time, I'm going to start adding in watching trailers, and it's going to be interesting to see what I remember from watching the movie and what I don't, because it's so many years ago. Okay, so moving on, they are flown in on a plane and armed with high-tech weapons. Their journey leads them through a dangerous jungle on a search and destroy mission with only Colonel Rick Flag, played by Joel Kinnaman, to make them behave. Can they behave and work together? Do they complete their mission? If you want to know, then watch The Suicide Squad. Okay, so what do I like about this movie? It is action-packed and filled with jokes and sarcastic humor. Idris is not playing around. And neither is Viola. Okay, they have some pretty intense scenes together. Margot Robbie plays Harley Quinn so well. She is funny, and I love her awkwardness. and the way she fights. Okay, she doesn't play fair, but she's a villain. She's not supposed to, right? All of the villains are different in their own way, but they have a common ground. Like I said, they're all villains. So for the most part, they think alike, and they get the job done as best they can. Like I said, usually I root for the good guys, but in this movie, the villains, they kind of are the good guys. So, like I said, it's an interesting movie. It's funny. It has a lot of good scenes in it, and I just thought it was kind of unique. And then I watched Harley Quinn separately. If I talk about the actress, then I'll talk more about that movie, but she definitely is a unique character, and I think that she does a really good job, like I said. So I didn't even check to see, I'm pretty sure that's based off of a Harley Quinn from the past. But I'm gonna, you know what I think I might do? I may possibly look it up, see if I can find a trailer of an earlier movie or something like that, or maybe a TV show, and see which Harley Quinn I like better. Because I'm pretty sure, obviously, she just didn't pop up, within the past couple of years. There's a storyline behind her. Okay, so we're at 17 minutes and 7 seconds, 1.12 miles, 78.9 calories. All right, so I don't have anything else typed up. I actually added that movie in, and yeah, looks like we're gonna have to go for maybe 4, maybe 5. But I think, like I said yesterday, I'm gonna have to type up everything in an inbox in my email. Word is just not working for me. And then I think I'll try and copy and paste it and then print it out from Word. Because I think if I print it from my inbox, it's gonna show like everything, and then the words will be really small too as well. And if not, I'll still have like some extra stuff on the side. So I don't see how everything will fit into the margin, being that it's gonna probably print the whole page. So I think that's what I'm gonna do from now on. That way I can continuously type. And then it does take a lot of time. It's very time consuming. So I think once I get cleaned up after the workout, then I'll have to get a quick bite to eat and then start looking to see if there's gonna be more movies. There, like I said, it's not that there aren't more, it's just that there's so many. And I'm really trying to remember what happens to see if I can just write something without, but like I said, you gotta do the research. So yeah, I gotta watch the trailers and look at different things online, and then see if I'm not getting information from like a book versus a movie, and then just kind of go from there. So I thought Denzel had a lot on the list. I'm pretty sure there were some that weren't on the list. Idris has a lot as well. So yeah, yesterday I told you guys about the Arc by Staple, and I told you guys it is I should say it's a bound book. The cover of the front and the back cover are made out of leather. There might be some that aren't, but this one is. And it's plain. Even if you find it in blue, it's not going to have anything on the front or the back. And so I don't think I mentioned yesterday that I plan on decorating it with stickers. And I have to check today to see if it's on its way. Okay, just show that the order was placed. Staples' website was kind of, I don't know, or I should say runs kind of odd. It's just you gotta click on things like multiple times and then wait. And then you find that you have to click again because you click, you wait, you think it's gonna change, and then it doesn't. So I don't know what's wrong with their website. I don't know if it's my internet. I do not like CenturyLink. Yeah, I would prefer to have Xfinity back, or I think they're also Comcast, right? But the thing is, Delta charges you guys those random increases in charges when we were still in a 6-month promotional period. The bill was raising like $20 every month, and we were only about 3 months in, and so we called them, and this was some years ago. We actually are just right outside the area line for their internet, and they give you 2 internets, 2, I don't know if you would call it, let's just say what networks, I guess. One is for just like general things like checking your email, surfing the web, things like that. And then the other one is for if you want to do a little bit of gaming, or if you need just like a higher speed internet for something like that. So, or maybe if you stream movies or something like that, or watch movies on YouTube. Then we liked how we had those two, but the increasing in the price just wasn't working. So, yeah, I don't know if it's CenturyLink, but I think, and maybe my computer, like I said, that might be a combination of things too. I was going to defrag it, and then I forgot, no, I have to type up everything. So maybe when I get finished with everything today, I'll defrag the computer and see if that helps. Because I went into Google and I did the same thing that I did in Edge, which was clear the cookies, and like I said, I don't know if it's cache, however you say it. I cleared that out as well, and then I don't think I did like the browser history. But yeah, so I don't know if that's on its way and it's supposed to get here within the next couple of days. And then, like I said, it already comes with 60 pages. And then I believe they have it, well, you have to check your inventory for if it is in your store. Okay, so I was gonna say they have it in stock in the store, and I just realized it may not be in the store where you guys are at. But yeah, so I also think I was telling you guys that you can buy the Art by Staples, that book, at Office Max. And I know Office Max and I think Office Depot are like branded together now, right? So I don't know in your city if it's Office Max or Office Depot. Okay, so you might be able to find it there, and if not, they have another one called T-Well, so I told you guys about that yesterday. And if you're wondering why I mentioned this, is because they're unique in the fact that you can, I think, rotate the rings and adjust the size, I believe, of the rings. And the paper, you can pull it off and you can put it back wherever you want it to. It has, like I said, a hole, like most paper that's, on something that's bound or in a binder. So there are holes punched in it, but there's also, I think I was telling you guys yesterday, a little slit. And the cool thing about it is, I think I told you guys, you can turn the pages and everything like that, and everything is fine. But I forgot to tell you guys how you take the paper out. So you actually have to like fold the paper up this way, hold it, and you know what? My paper, so I can show you. So, you turn that way, right? Or if you're going to turn the other way. But in order to get it out, you have to have it up like this, and then pull it. Okay, I don't know how hard you have to pull, but just test it and see. I'm probably going to start with like a back page so I don't like ruin the front page. But yeah, that's the unique thing about it. Unless you actually pull the page, then it's not going to come off. You can take it, you can push them back on there and keep turning the pages. And then they have, like I said, refillable paper packs of 50 for the Art by Staples. And then I think it comes in a 50 pack for the T-Well that's sold at the Office Max as well. And the planner one, like I said, it has a calendar, but everything else is blank. So it has the layout, the squares and everything like that, but then you can date it and things like that. So, and they're interchangeable. That's the other thing I forgot to tell you guys. The papers that you use for T-Well, you can also use them for Art by Staple. Okay, they have the same amount of the little holes with the slits. Okay, I counted, I think it was 11. Okay, so if you find paper somewhere else and you're trying to piece it all together, let's say, I don't know, Office Max runs out of T-Well paper, you want just the regular note paper, not something like with a calendar on it or something where you can put like a to-do list, then just make sure that if it says that it's refillable paper, like I said, that it has 11 holes. Okay, and it should be okay, it should fit. And I know I was mentioning that T-Well, and I want to say that Art by Staples sells the actual hole puncher. So you might be able to do that to another 8.5 by 11 piece of paper. If you wanted to, like say it's, I don't know, maybe you want for some reason construction paper or something else in there. So just get creative if you get it. I just thought that I like it because it's very, very heavy duty. And I wasn't even thinking, my husband has one. I could have brought it out here and showed it to you guys. I don't know how close I could have got to my phone before it would have focused in and out, but it's really thick and it's really heavy duty. Okay, so far as art by Staples, the TUL, all I've seen is the paper, and I think I was telling you guys, both of the papers are thicker. They're probably a little bit thicker maybe than printer paper, or I would say maybe a little thicker than that. Okay, it's not like, what's that called, cardstock? It's not like that. It's not like almost like cardboard, but they are thicker pages, and the TUL is a little bit thicker than art by Staples, but they're both supposed to be reinforced. So the, let's see, the art by Staples book is on its way, and I should have that hopefully within the next couple of days. And then I ordered some refill paper from Staples, and I didn't want to get the book from there because on, let's see, Walmart.com, it is shipped and sold by a third party, but they are listed as a pro seller, and it was almost $10 less than buying the Art by Staples customizable system. That's what you have to type in the search box. Just try customizable system without ARC, and it's ARC, like I said yesterday. But yeah, that there on their website, the Staples, it was like $37 and some change, and I thought I could put that towards paper. So that's what I did, and I ended up having to get, let's say, I think it was like 3 packs of paper, and then 2 sets of notebooks, like the composition books. They come in 2 packs, so I could get 2 of those sets to equal out enough to not have to pay for shipping. So that's one of the things that I like to do. If I see that I'm about to pay for shipping, I'll look for something else that's close to that price. And sometimes I'm gonna go a little over, but I mean, I would rather, if I'm gonna pay for shipping and it's gonna be standard shipping, then if free shipping is standard as well, might as well, get something else for your money and not pay for shipping. So between that, discounts, paying less, like I said, it's not just the discounts that I like. I don't think that if you see obviously 2 things on 2 different websites for the cheaper price, I mean, you're not gonna not go for that, right? So yeah, that's what I decided to do, was to take that and put it towards the paper. And then if you're wondering, just in case you don't see it from yesterday, the 50 packs of paper from Staples are somewhere in between $7 and some change and like $9 and some change. And there's one that's listed as the Art by Staples premium paper, and they're both narrow ruled, and it's like $9 and some change. But the other paper that says customizable system, well, both of them I think says it, that's like 7 something, said that it was premium as well. So I did notice that it was the same paper from what I saw from the description, and if you're not paying attention, you might pay a little bit more on the same website on Staples, so be careful with that. So yeah, all that stuff is coming. And then folders. Okay, so yes, they have folders, just in case you're wondering. They are dual pocket folders. They come 2 in a pack, and currently right now, well, I'm gonna say currently, as of yesterday, Staples was out. And they're like they have gray, I think they have like a smoke black, and then if you go on Amazon, they have gray, smoke black, and they have clear. So I thought, well, I don't know, are they going to be thick? Are they going to be flimsy? And of course, we cannot forget about Rakuten and Capital One shopping, right? So I had to get my cash back from that as well. And Amazon very, very rarely gives cash back from Rakuten. So I thought I'm going to use, like I said, Staples, Walmart, and then I think I didn't have a choice but to order the dividers from Amazon. The dividers, I've seen them, and I think maybe tomorrow, if I remember, I'll bring it out here and I'll show you guys. I know you guys won't be able to see exactly the quality of the dividers, and I think I was telling you guys yesterday, I don't know what they're made out of, but it's thick. Like if you tap your fingers on it, it's gonna make a tap noise. Plastic, something, I don't know what that is. It's kind of transparent, but it's a color, so it's like blue, red. I don't know what colors you guys will get. So maybe, even though I'm not getting it from Office Max, and even though I didn't get it from Staples, they're both pretty far from my house, like an hour away, I'm gonna see if they actually come with dividers like the one that my husband got from Office Max. And like I told him, I said, he goes, well, I got mine from there, and you probably could have got it by Tuesday, which is today. And I said, well, they don't have the Arc by Staples anymore. They only have the TUL, and that's the planner. And I need just notebook paper with lines. So he was like, oh, okay, maybe we'll get it back in stock. I don't know, we don't go over there very often, but maybe we'll see it, but I already have it. So I'm gonna see, because on Walmart it doesn't show that it comes with those dividers. So the idea that he had was, if I want folders, to staple it. Now I'm not gonna lie to you guys. One alone, I don't even think the staples can go through it. And he said, yeah, the stapler on your desk, you can use that. Two put together, I don't know, you guys. I know they have like those industrial staplers, and I was trying to say with the industrial staples, but a regular stapler, even like the regular size, not the little miniature ones, I don't know, we'll see. My plan is to staple it along the bottom, and then maybe we'll say 2 inches up on the side. That way I can pull them from the top right corner. I was thinking of stapling at the top and the bottom. That was another idea that he had, and I was thinking that I might do that. But then I thought about it, and in the front, okay, so I don't know if I mentioned this yesterday, so just in case I didn't, in the Arc by Staples, the notebook, there's 3 credit card pockets on the left side, and they are, I guess you could say vertical. And then there is like the pocket, kind of like what I'm describing, like the dual pockets that I told you guys about. I don't think I told you guys, but they slant. Okay, this way or that way. But the whole point is that you can pull the paper off from the corner. And so it has like that flap there. And it's easy to pull it out. So you want to try and make sure that you make it even and you don't like bend up the corners on the left side, because it slants from, let's see, left to right. And that's actually on the inside of the front cover of the notebook. Okay, so the TUL, I couldn't really tell, and I didn't want to order it and then not like it and have to send it back. Because like I said, it's not like I can just go walk it back into the store. But the credit card pockets are turned sideways. Okay, so they're still, well then I guess I'll say that backwards. The Arc by Staples, it is vertical so far as going straight up and down, but the pockets are horizontal this way, left and right. And in TUL, the pockets are turned sideways. So you will pull your credit cards out, or whatever cards you put in your business cards, to the right. And I couldn't tell if that was a big pocket, but then I thought now I would have the problem of the paper having to go in perfectly from the top left corner and the bottom left corner. Okay, so you would have to like take the paper and slide it in this way and then pull it out to the right. And I was worried that I would have to now worry about 2 corners, about accidentally folding them if I need the papers to be really straight and neat, versus just one, the bottom left corner. So, and then also, like I said, the planner paper. It's not that I don't think I would ever have not used it, but I think it has like 60 in it as well, or something like that. And I didn't want to waste paper. So I just didn't want it sitting there knowing that there's a possibility that I may not use it. And then I'll obviously still have to buy the notebook paper. So yeah, like I said, either I'll show you guys maybe just like the cover and the back cover of his tomorrow, and then like the divider. I'm not sure because there's like a couple of papers in there I don't want to fall out. Maybe I'll take them out before I bring it out here. Or I might just wait until it comes, set it all up, and then show you guys. Because I think, well, we'll say maybe Friday. Because the folders, or I should say the dividers that I'm going to try to make into folders, I don't think will be here until Friday. So on Amazon, they come with 5 dividers in a pack, and it's for the Arc by Staples. And I'm going to see if you can take 2 of those and staple them together the way I want to staple them. And then I thought I'm either gonna have 2 folders and a divider left over, or I can order another pack. So I ordered 2, and I'm going to make 5 folders. And I don't know. If I change my mind, I need maybe at least 3. And I might just have a bunch of dividers left. So I'll see. I'll see how I'm gonna do that and what colors come in, and see if I actually get lucky enough to get 2 of the same exact sets. That way the folders are the same colors on both sides. Or I might mix match them. I don't know how I'm gonna do that. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see. That way I'll have something that's really heavy duty. And I mean, if I have to buy paper, printing paper to print on or to write on, or even the lined paper, I might as well buy something like that, so I can just keep reusing the book itself and I can protect the papers. So, you guys, we're at 35 minutes and 50 seconds, 2.37 in distance, and 165 calories. And I already did my pulse earlier, so I won't do it. But you guys, I want to make sure I remember to tell you guys. I'm going to say, besides the fact that I am slimming down, I did not weigh myself today. I decided to wait maybe a couple more days, or maybe I'll wait until I get to the 30-day mark. So I don't know, like I said, because this was inspired by the 12-3-30, and the 12-3-30 is for 30 days. And like I said, on the 30th day, after the workout, or I think I said on the 31st day, then I would actually show you guys results, and we can see how much I slimmed down. And I don't know if by then if I'm going to learn how to put both videos next to each other. I have an idea, but I'm kind of tossing the idea around a little bit. I think I'll be able to do it, but the problem is like the quality of that part of the video, because it's, you know, cell phone versus recording computer screen. So, you know, you got the issue with the little lines that pop up and stuff like that. And like that video that I made for the no attribution and attribution, I have a video about that. And the fact that now in the YouTube studio I saw that I can use some of the attribution and no attribution music, and I can add it right in from the studio. So like I said, I don't know if it's because I reached a certain amount of videos, or if it's just something that YouTube decided to add it into the YouTube studio. So yeah, I did a video on that, but if you look at it, you'll see what I'm talking about. Like I said, I don't know if you would call it like an interference with the reception or something, I don't know. Two technology things, you know, I can't think of the word right now, just interfering with each other. So yeah, I gotta figure out how to do that. It might just be one video first and then the second video. That's probably the easiest thing to do, the before. And then the after will probably say maybe like after 30 days. Okay, the major after will be after, you know, like I said, the 2-year time period. So let's see where we're at, because I think, yeah, we're close. We're at 38 minutes and 8 seconds, 2.5 miles, and 175 calories. So also I want to make sure that I mentioned, you guys, when I told you guys, okay, first day, right, day 1, I wasn't hungry at all. And I hadn't eaten all day, but I still wasn't hungry. Then my husband brought home food. I still wasn't hungry. And then, you know, I started off with the fries. I didn't even want to finish them. And like I said, yeah, fries were not really too good to do. I had the chicken fries, and I said I should put all the rest of that in the fridge and eat it the next day, and I didn't. And then plus it was a little later than what it should have been. I think I can't remember the time it was. And then I told you guys, okay, as the days progress on, you know, sometimes you're hungry and sometimes, you know, you're not. At least for me. But you guys, I think I fully agree with her now, and I see what she's talking about, because she said that she gets, I think, I don't remember words she used, like extremely hungry afterwards. I am finding now that that is consistent. Okay, every day. Like I want to, when I go inside, within, I'll say, no lie, you guys, within like the first 30 minutes to an hour, I want to eat like everything in the house. Okay, so fair warning, there may come a time to where you are just constantly hungry, like all the time after you do this walk. Okay, I don't know, you guys. Like I said, just be careful, because I'm telling you, you want everything in your fridge and your cabinets. And I'm sitting here thinking like even now, I know I'm gonna be hungry, so what am I gonna eat? But yeah, so I just want to give you guys a head up that may be in your future to where it's gonna stay that way. Okay, so I'm right at 40 minutes, 2.65 for the distance for miles, 184 calories, and I won't do my pulse. I'll just go ahead and stop it. Set these down here. And there we go. Okay, so again, you guys, like I said, happy Valentine's Day. And remember every day to love yourself and take care of yourself. All right, you guys, I will see you guys tomorrow for day 14. And yes, I'm looking over here trying to make sure I watch out for this elliptical. Keeps attacking me, right? But I'm going to get my papers. And like I said, I'll see you guys tomorrow. And as always, thank you for watching. See you guys later.